Arena, as well as a variety of other digital adaptations of games. Tabletop Simulator, Tabletopia. Tonight we're playing on Boardgame Arena though. Let's put up a table. See if we can get another game going. So, as you can see, I like to play a variety of games. Some better than others, but excuse me. Alright, we're going to have a rematch with Plumber Boy. So, alright, clothing is a good game. That'll help you get cards out and score points. Basically, what clothing does is if you have a card of a color different from your opponent, you score a point for it. So we got a point for the blue card coming out. So the effective counter here is to try to get as many colors out on your tableau as possible. Excuse me. Start cards. Now we're going to not get cards here because we match. But so this is the best counter to it, to block it. Okay, so now we're going to take a little different tact. Let's see if we can get the masonry achievement quick. We need at least 4 cards with castles on to meld at the same time. If we do, that'll give us a quick achievement here. It'll give us the monument achievement. So that's what we're going to try to do right now. We're playing Innovation on Boardgame Arena. I'm Andrew Megas. You're watching Megas Mandrick Presents live on Twitch. Happy Friday into Saturday. There we go. Now we'll meld our cards. It's good we got map making because that's a good defense against putting a lot of 1-pointers in the pile. So we'll put out mysticism first. Put out map making second. Now, metalworking is good up to about pile 3. Archery is good because it lets the opponent draw and forces them to give you the higher card. But I think in this case metalworking might benefit us better because it'll hopefully move cards into our score pile. The problem is most of the castle cards are in 1 and 2. Once you get into 3, the remaining castle cards are in there and then they're gone. So if you don't do it right now, you're not going to get them. And see, now I just drew 2 of them in because of my opponent's choice of the wheel. So take a different tactic. We will switch to construction and we'll pull the 2 cards from the opponent. That'll force him to draw the last 2-pointer. And now we're on to pile 3 already. Meantime, what am I going to do? I will probably, well, in light of the factory translation, what I may end up doing is trying to get the coins. So the way translation works is if you have coins on top of all your piles, you win. The other possibility is to use translation with tools to grab a couple more 3s out of the pile. The way that works is you can replace a 3 and then draw 3 1s. But of course there are no 1s here, so you automatically go back to drawing the 3, so you'll get back 3 new 3s. And I think that's what we'll do to see what kind of variety we can get. So I don't do the first part because otherwise I'd be throwing these 2s back, which will defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to do. So we'll draw 3. They're going to do the same thing, so they'll give them 3 new 3s. Then I will return mine, and I'll get 3 new 3s as well. It's not a bad choice. Now we'll throw engineering up there, and what engineering will let us do is rip out all these castles and score them. So we may get a chance to see how that works. The defense against that is to cover them up. But even if they cover them up, we'll be able to grab one of them. So let's see what happens next. So the goal here is to get 6 achievements. You get them by scoring units of 5 based on the points. So 5 points for 1, 10 points for 2, and so on. Okay, so you protected the green pile. So now engineering is going to rip off all the castle cards at the top. So you see so that kind of can decimate a display. Then we can display them left, which exposes more everything. And now because we're far ahead on points, I think we can safely grab the other one. So it kind of handicaps his display a little bit. Now the only problem is if he has monotheism, which is a 2 card, he could exploit that and pull cards off of my tableau. But he apparently does not. So what should we do next? Well, let's get some superiority out there for coins, and we'll take the achievement just to make sure that he doesn't pull anything that will get it, because now with philosophy he can score a 4-pointer and then a 2-pointer conceivably, which could give him enough to grab that first achievement. It looks like that's what his intention was. So now canal building, what that'll let me do is exchange the highest card in my hand with all the highest cards in the score pile. So you see there's a 3 here, and we have 3, 6, 9 here. So that'll give us a good boost. So let's try that. Now because he has more coins than we do, he can do the same thing, but it would be a disadvantage for him because he'd lose a point. So he probably will not do that. But we will gain, we'll have a net gain of 6 points if we do that. So for us it's a good play. Of course, unless you want these 3 cards. But that actually was pretty fortuitous because that's the second achievement. It also frees up machinery here that we can throw that out there. Although we don't have enough leaves out yet. So may not be the best choice. In perspective, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's ahead on. So definitely work on the magnifying glass route. So what should we do next here? Well, we can use calendar because the 3 pointers are gone now. So let's use calendar to draw a couple cards out. Got lucky there. Got some pretty good cards, pretty good draws there. So this would definitely help us. We just have to do things in the right order. So what we'll do, I'm thinking, is we'll throw Reformation out and start tucking some cards. Yeah, I think that's a good that's our plan right now. Try to get some leaves exposed out there. Because if we tuck fermenting and machinery, that gives us a good amount of leaves displayed here. And then leaves here. I think that'll work. Alright, so what we're going to do is throw Reformation out. And now we have the high notes, so let's throw out cards that will bolster our leaves. We'll splay that to give us leaf superiority. Good. Now if we could get this greens splayed, that would be a good thing. So navigation is going to have much effect for us because we're already past the 2s and 3s, except for the fact it will give me more coins. So we still don't have superiority because of the coins. So what we're going to do is we'll put calendar to grab a couple more cards. And this is good. So you grab the 3s. Not to worry, that's still not the end of the world. So this will give me what I want. This will let me splay the green cards to the right. The demand won't work because I don't have coins, but non-demand will. So we're going to Score the 2. Get some 18. So we have to just watch that a little bit. So my goal with banking in this particular case is to splay my cards. However, we're pretty close. If there's enough coins in this pile, it may give us superiority here. So let's see what happens. Display right, and that tied us up. That was good decision there. And then we'll play coal. Let's draw a check of 5, and then let's play the red cards to the right as well, which will be beneficial. Throw the physics up there, and that gives us the majority of the industrial. Let's see why that's important. So actually what we're going to do is throw astronomy up, which puts us 1 coin ahead, and then we're going to use banking to steal his chemistry. And that'll keep him from cycling these cards into higher cards. There we go. Go to 4. And then what we will do is we will play chemistry. We'll do what he would have done. And we'll do it again. So now this is going to let us pump up to like 30 if he can't stop us. And right now we have superiority here. So he just has to be careful. Now what we could do is grab the steam engine from him with the banking next time around. No, we can't because we're still down coins. So So let's just keep going with our strategy here. Because that's 29. He scored the 5. So that puts us up to 33. So we should be able to get 6 unless he scores. Yep. He might be able to grab that 6. At least that's what I would do. He's weighing his options. Oh, interesting choice. I wonder why he did that. Oh, that's right. We don't have, neither of us have 6 on the board yet. Alright. So is there a way we can get that 6? Yes. There we go. It's going to let me steal that 6 achievement out from under him. He has emancipation out. That could be painful. Right, so we don't want to leave those in our hand. So what we will do is we will throw these out. That gives us 7. And then I'm actually going to splay my cards. And we'll score those 2. So guys, back to more. Now he can't take anything from us because we have more red cards. So that was a mistake on his part, I think, but it did draw 7 into his hand. And then what we'll do is we'll throw machine tools up because I have a 7 up. So we'll grab our 7 achievement and we'll put machine tools up there. And that gives us a better margin, an even higher margin. And we just have to get to the 8 pile. And we can do that with electricity. So electricity is going to pop these 3 off. So in order to avoid that, let's throw physics up here first. And we'll play this. Return that. Return this. There we go. Beautiful. So now we put that guy up there. And we win. Good game. That's how it's done.